Ronnie O'Sullivan produced one of the greatest middle pocket shots ever seen. A red that looked almost impossible to pot disappeared cleanly into the middle pocket, bringing the crowd to its feet with a huge round of applause. This was one of the toughest matches of Ronnie's career. Facing an in-form Judd Trump and just one frame away from defeat, Ronnie delivered an incredible comeback. Throughout the match, he produced one brilliant shot after another. The match took place at the 2019 Players' Championship. Ronnie opened with an excellent long red to take control of the frame. However, the table he was left with was far from easy. All three high-value colors were stuck near the cushions, and the reds were scattered across the table. To make matters even worse, Trump was already at match point. Ronnie knew he had no room for mistakes. If he wanted to turn the match around, he had no choice but to take the most aggressive approach possible. He smashed the yellow into the pocket with tremendous power. The cue ball responded perfectly, knocking two reds away from the right cushion while also creating an easy chance on the black. After potting the black, Ronnie brought the cue ball back into position and continued his break. Although the first step of breaking open the frame had been completed, the situation ahead was still extremely difficult. There was absolutely no room for error. Ronnie had no choice but to carefully deal with every remaining problem on the table. Then came a problem. Ronnie failed to free the red beside the black, bringing his break to a sudden stop. With no clear attacking option, he switched to safety. But even then, he produced another moment of brilliance. With one outstanding shot, he successfully snookered the cue ball behind green. That shot showed exactly why Ronnie is considered one of the most complete players in snooker. His ability to move smoothly between attack and defense is one of the greatest strengths of his game. Trump's escape shot was actually very good. The only red left on the right side of the table looked almost impossible to attack. Most players would never attempt such a difficult pot. Ronnie, however, saw an opportunity where others saw only risk. From an incredible angle, he sent the red perfectly into the middle pocket. Even more impressive, the ball dropped cleanly without touching either jaw of the pocket. It was another reminder of why Ronnie is often called the master of the middle pocket. He has a unique ability to make impossible shots look simple. He then potted the black and also managed to open another red. The entire table was gradually being transformed into a much easier layout. A superb positional shot separated the remaining reds near the bottom cushion. Unfortunately, the black rolled close to the cushion, forcing Ronnie to use the much more difficult blue as his next scoring ball. Without showing any sign of pressure, Ronnie confidently potted the long blue. His calmness under pressure has always been one of his greatest qualities. No matter how important the moment is, he never loses his touch. He followed with the black and pulled the cue ball back perfectly to open the final red. However, the next pot was from a very thin angle and was far from easy. This time, Ronnie narrowly missed the red. Fortunately, the cue ball finished in a safe position, leading both players into a tactical safety battle. At this stage, one mistake could decide the frame. Trump tried to hide the cue ball behind the pink, but he slightly overhit the shot, leaving Ronnie with a difficult, long red. Trump immediately showed his frustration by striking his cue against the floor. He knew that small mistake might have cost him the frame. Ronnie made full use of the opportunity, potting the difficult red and taking control of the frame once again. He now needed only a few more points to move ahead, but the green presented another difficult challenge. The angle was awkward and perfect cue ball control was essential. The cue ball traveled beautifully around the table and finished perfectly on the yellow. However, because it was tight against the cushion, the next green became even more difficult. The tension inside the arena was incredible. The cue ball came very close to finishing behind the green, but Ronnie avoided trouble and still left himself a chance to continue scoring. With a series of outstanding pots, Ronnie completely regained control of the frame. He then produced a clinical finish, clearing the remaining balls with confidence. By potting the blue, Ronnie completed an unforgettable comeback. His outstanding skill, calm under pressure, and incredible determination once again showed why he is considered one of the greatest players in snooker history. He carried that momentum into the rest of the match, won the next 2 frames to complete the comeback, and later defeated Neil Robertson in the final to win the 2019 Players' Championship title. Think this was Ronnie's craziest shot? The next video might change your mind. Tap the video on your screen and see it for yourself. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel for more future updates.